Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here, just having some fun with the slot car stuff. This is all the stuff we got done last weekend, and boy, that chrome really came out good, the mount top chrome. Today, got a couple of things that come in. We got a Maserati red. It looks like the front and back bumpers were painted red. Don't know why anybody do that. And the chassis that came with it, they did the red on the hubs, and it looks like there's most of the chassis, but I can see there's no engine clamp. It looks like, the front magnets out of there. So we're gonna have to find some parts of that. I need to get the decals off. We need to get the bumpers off so we can get those looking better. And the Lincoln came in, It looks like it's in really good condition. I have a white Lincoln. I don't know if this is in better condition than the one I have. When we get the stickers off and we get the chrome refreshed, if this looks better than the one I have, I'm gonna swap them out. So we gotta get some parts for the chassis there, and got to get the decals off. Let me go and scrounge up some parts. All right, I was just scrounging up some parts. I just want to see exactly what I needed. It opened up the engine there. Boy, the bottom of that comp plate looks like it needs some cleaning. Inside of the chassis as well. You have to find another magnet. Since the hubs were painted, I went and got some. I painted up with the Molotov, so those are going to look good when we get the tires on. We have two front tires, so all we need is two of those. I got some brushes, I got idle gear, the engine clamp, I got a few screws, and the guide pin, so we should be good to go. The first thing, easiest thing I want to do with both these bodies, let's just go ahead and get them washed up, get them decals off. All right, very good. Here at the sink, what I do is I get the hottest water coming out of that tap. Actually, the hottest water coming out of that tap, I can't tolerate it on my hands, like lava water. So, but just as hot as you can stand, and the decal should just come off. I use a toothbrush over there. It's like a baby's toothbrush. I use my thumbnail, and this stuff just comes right off. Okay, I'm gonna need both hands to get these decals off. Give me just a sec. They are freshly rinsed, and they don't have any decals. Let me go ahead and dry them off. I'm gonna get them back out to the bench. All right, here we go now. I got the bodies pretty much dried off. They don't look too bad, but I know that the VRP is going to help make those look better. And I did wick out the screw posts there on both the Lincoln and the Maserati. Boy, we got to get the bumpers off, don't we? That bumper, the back bumper looks good. This one, yeah, it's red, but it's missing like the headlight. So we got to get both those off. And just to get room to work on the chassis, I'm going to go ahead and clear off all the bumpers that we did last weekend. I'm going to keep out the Maserati front and back because they look like they're brand new. They look like they're real good. We're going to put all this other stuff away in the bin I've got open there. So let me go ahead and clean it up, and then we will get started back on refurbishing the chassis there. Okay, good. Got all that stuff put away. I've been going back and forth on it. I don't know if I should just use it as like my reserve, or I know a lot of guys need some of the stuff that's in there. Should we put it on eBay? Again, been going back and forth with it. Everything came out strong. I still don't know I'm going to do it. I took the chassis apart fully, got the axles out, the crown gear off. It is going to have to be cleaned. There's a lot of dirt and grime on there, and the wire brush on my Dremel is going to help us clean all that stuff up there. But I think I've got everything I need to make this running good and looking good. Okay, got the wire brush that I use on the Dremel there. It should clean up nicely, but man, it doesn't look like it's been cleaned in, I'm serious, decades. I want to make sure that the brush springs in there will be touched with the wire brush there, and the complete bottom plate. I'll also do the bottom of the com plate, the shoes, and just for fun I do the clamp. And probably the gears on the top plate and the idler gear too. So let me go ahead and get to work on it. Boy, I mean, look at that bottom of that plate there. But that's just horribly filthy. If you don't get that clean, that car's not going to run. Well, it might run, but not well at all. And again, just using the wire brush like I'm doing right now. To me, guys, that's the easiest, fastest way I've ever found to clean a com plate there. Very good. All right, let me get after the shoes. Very good. Everything came out real good, and I just started working on the crown gear a second ago and the back axle. I got to get the fur off of that. And I'm going to run the wire brush around the back axle and front axle just to make sure we got it really, really clean. Then it'll be time to start putting this stuff back together. just got the hubs and the axles in, and it, you know, it looks like, hey, why'd you use those hubs? There's a lot of yellow. I know, but when the tires are on, all you're going to see is the silver there. They're going to look good. So let me go ahead and finish that up. Just got the clamp on. Everything should be together. Got it oiled up good. Let's take it over for maiden, I want to say voyage, but maiden spark over here. Let's see what we get. Alright, that looks good. And wow. Who knows how long that's been since that's turned over though, huh? Yeah, running smooth too. Running smooth. Running smooth. Fantastic. Guys, we got a chassis. I know it didn't have all the parts, but I'm glad I had everything there to make it work. And that will go to either the Lincoln or Maserati. I'm not sure which. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on either one of these and see what we can do. Just a sec. Okay, just brought the Maserati up, and there's a couple of things we need to address. Yes, the bumpers, we already talked about that, but can you see in the windshield there? I don't know if you can see it very, very good, but there's some paint. And it's not on the outside. It's not on the outside of the windshield. It's on the inside there. It's like they tried to put, I don't know, windshield wipers. I don't know what the purpose was, and there's some other little bits of it there. Yeah, you can see on the inside of the window there. So I'm going to get some paint thinner, see if we can get it out. If that doesn't work, easy off. Definitely not going to try any brake fluid. Definitely not. And we'll get that first. And I brought my X-Acto knife over. I got to get the bumpers off. So I'm going to see if I can pry those off as well. Just getting ready to cut those little rings off the front bumper there. Same thing with back. What's interesting is these bumpers have never been off. Those rings are factory. That's probably why he painted them red the way he did. Because if you wanted them left silver, you cut the rings off, the bumpers come out. But both of them, front and back, they look like they have not been touched. So let me be the guy to touch them. Tell you what, you know, when you cut them little rings off, both the front and back bumpers just came off. The back bumper was, I don't want to say glued, but the paint was sticking it to the body just a little bit. So I'll put these in my spare parts, the ones that, things in this little bin right there, they need attention. So we'll get that cleaned up in just a sec. So now the inside of the windshield, we got to get the little paint residuals off. Let me see what I can do. Okay, here's what I want to try first. I've got the Q-tip out there and I've got the Easy Off. I'm going to spray a little bit of the Easy Off on the Q-tip and I'll just rub it on the inside of the windshield there. And if I start seeing a little bit of the red come off on the Q-tip, I know we're good to go and I'll keep that procedure going. So let me go ahead and shake the heck out of the Easy Off and we'll go ahead and start that process. Okay, about 30 seconds into it, you see how a little bit of that pink, a little bit of red's coming off on the Q-tip? Okay, that means what I'm doing is working. I'm going to keep after it. I'm going to get all the paint off of that inside of that windshield and get it looking like new again. Doesn't look too bad just in there, does it? The Easy Off did a real good job of getting all the paint off of the inside of the windshield. I know it looks pretty good now. It just came out of the water, but I bet you we can make it look better using the VRP. So I'm going to do that next. Again, guys, what I do is I just splooge some of it on, let it sit for a bit. And after a while, just get it off with a rag, and I usually just buff it out with my t-shirt, and the luster is just, it's incomparable. Really is good stuff. So let me go ahead and get that started for us. Maserati is covered. I'm going to do the same thing with the Lincoln, and then just going to let them just absorb the VRP for a few minutes. Okay, VRP, it's been on there probably, I'm going to guess less than 15 minutes or thereabout. And I've got to, I got a rag right here, and I've got to get the excess off and go ahead and buff it out. Just been buffing them out for the last few minutes. My gosh, guys, you got to hand it to the VRP. Look at the luster on there. I mean, both of them just absolutely strong all the way around. Wow, they look so good. Okay, I know I'm going to have to touch the chrome up on the Lincoln, but we got to get the chrome that we did last weekend. We got to get that installed on the Maserati. Let's go ahead and do that next. Oh my gosh, look at it now. Look at the front bumper. That thing is just absolutely wonderful. Again, we did that one last weekend along with the back one. They both come out very, very strong. Guys, I need to get the chassis on this thing. I need to get it on the track. Just a sec. The chassis is on. It's looking good. I need to get it on the track, guys. We're going to get the transforms and see what we get. Oh, smooth to begin with. Smooth to begin with. Liking it. Liking it a lot. Looks really good. And again, those are the bumpers we redid from last week, and they look like they are new. You know, they're old stock, yes, but they are freshly chromed. They look absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, good. Man, that looks good. Man, that looks good. That's going to do better when I resell that on eBay. I tell you what. Okay, good. Just a little bit more work on the Lincoln, then it should be done as well. Okay, now for the Lincoln, we just have to touch up a little bit of the chrome, and I got a brand new Maserati chrome pen. And this one is 1mm tip, which is, I think, the finest they make. So I'm going to get this off the cart and start shaking the heck out of it. Boy, look how fine that tip is on that pen there, boy. I mean, that's thin. That's thin. Okay, so I've been shaking it for a little bit. I'm going to need two hands, and I'm just going to go ahead and touch up the chrome and see how it comes out. Wow, good. I just touched up the Lincoln with the Maserati chrome, and it looks absolutely wonderful. The front, the back bumper looks absolutely wonderful. Again, didn't have to do much, just touched up, mostly around the pointy edges, you know. So we got two great looking bodies without all the decals and stuff on there. I'm going to go ahead and put the chassis on the Lincoln and give it a test drive. Just a sec. Boy, it looks great on the chassis. The body looks great on the chassis. Transformers, and see what we get. Yeah, that looks good. I'll tell you what, just getting the decals off, shining up with the VRP, putting a good chassis on it, it's going to do quite well on eBay. What I'm going to do, I know I have a white Lincoln. I'm going to compare the Lincoln I have to this one. If this one's better, I keep it. Same thing with the Maserati. If this one looks better than the one I have, I'm upgrading. So I'll make the comparison. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. Have fun. See ya.